almost 3 p.m. and YouTube is very glitchy. It said not live streaming not available right now, but it seems to be will just kind of natter on for a few minutes so people can wander in and settle down. Glad to see Sleepy Dave here. He has a show on Spreaker on, I keep forgetting the name of the network. I'm uh, I don't know what's up with it. Let's see if I can get a better signal. Well, I've got 3 bars out of 5. It shouldn't cut out. Yeah, I moved the little wireless thingy, the modem. It isn't a modem, but I don't know what to call it. It does what a modem does. It gets my internet. So I'm glad the connection is back. Wow. It's a Sunday. It's still sunny in Southern California, but because I'm up on a mountain, it is not particularly warm. The title, we're at 3 p.m. now. The title of this episode is Information. And I keep thinking about that Patrick McGowan show, The Prisoner. Oh, Philip Blair is here. Aloha is not exactly the word for Eastern Washington State, but okay. Let's see. He's a Philip with 2 L's. A friend of mine is on her way to Hawaii for one last visit. She's joining a convent and becoming a nun. She was, or is really, one of my best friends, but now I'm going to have to relearn how to send letters by U.S. mail because she won't have internet at the convent. Oh, Lord. But she grew up in Hawaii, so she's visiting one last time before she goes into the, I don't know. I don't think they're cloistered nuns. I'm not sure. But it's a monastery in I think it's in Alabama. Not sure. Somewhere in the South. Oh boy. Anyway, another friend of mine is on a Caribbean cruise with her husband. And wow, I'm kind of worn out from yesterday. It was the Lioness District meeting covering, let's see, Moreno Valley, Canyon Lake, Norco, Crestline, and Victorville, the core of Southern California Lionism. The Lions International is forcing us to quit being lioness and become lions. And I'm not too happy with that. I think the major reason for doing that is that they'll get more money, but I don't have more money to pay. Our dues will increase and so forth. Plus, every penny that goes to the international organization takes away from money we can use locally for people in need. We provide eyeglasses to people who can't afford them. We support the Boys and Girls Club and a variety of local charities, plus City of Hope and Ronald McDonald House, where families can stay when they have children in the hospital for cancer treatment and other major medical problems. Oh, Philip loves Aloha. It's from a fellow Pacific state. Okay. Yeah, aloha can mean hello or goodbye and many other things. It's kind of like saying good day or, let's see, until we meet again. Yeah, Hawaiian has many cool words. I used to know a few of them. I do know that they love spam and they have an annual spam festival with prizes for the best spam recipes. Ah, aloha means love. Okay. Anyway, as I began to say, I was thinking of that Patrick McGowan show called The Prisoner after he quit doing Secret Agent Man. He produced his own show, The Prisoner, and he's kidnapped and taken to an island and he's asking, "What do you want?" And they tell him, "Information." But they never tell him what information they want. And he tries and tries to escape but never succeeds. Anyway, this episode is called Information. So let's see. Good afternoon and welcome to another exciting edition of Ancient of Days, coming to you live from beautiful downtown Crestline in the San Bernardino Mountains of Southern California's Inland Empire. Let's cover the ear. My ears stick out a bit. I've always been self conscious about that. Not quite as bad as some of the Norman Rockwell paintings, but they stick out. And oh, spy shows. Yeah, I love spy shows, murder mysteries, detective stories, especially the British ones. Your nose sticks out, Philip? Ah, oh well. I was born this way, and I guess you were born that way. My nose kind of sticks out. Do you know that as you get older, your nose keeps growing? So it gets bigger and bigger compared to the rest of your face? That's a scary thought. Well, anyway, information seems to be the basis of life. Back in, I guess it was the 70s, there was this experiment where scientists recreated the primordial soup that supposedly existed on Earth before there was life. And they hit this primordial soup with artificial lightning, and they managed to create some amino acids, not proteins, which are made of amino acids, but they thought that was how life began and that they had proven it. Well, first off, they cheated as to the ingredients in their primordial soup, and second, by the early 1980s, everyone knew that that was no explanation. Because in order to put the amino acids together to make a protein, you need DNA. Now, where did that come from? Well, we don't know. But DNA is information, the information that makes life possible. Now you could argue, okay, some organisms have only RNA, most notably viruses, but they use that RNA to trick our cells into using DNA to create more viruses. So RNA is not enough. Now, when we see words, we assume that somebody wrote them. They didn't just emerge by chance. There's the 100 monkey theory that if 100 monkeys at typewriters just hit the keys at random for long enough, they'd eventually produce the works of William Shakespeare by mere chance. But would the monkeys know that they had typed real words? I don't think so. And they'd probably get tired of hitting the keys and go eat a banana or something. Now, some animals can understand our language. Cats understand, but they don't care. Dogs understand. Dolphins probably understand. Even horses, as stupid as horses are, and believe me, they're stupid. Uh, they understand whoa and giddy up and such. But do they create language? Ah, there's Coco the gorilla who knew sign language and could use a computer screen to tell people how she felt or that she was hungry. Or she could sign a few things. But taught human beings generally seek language. Babies babble, but they listen to speech and they deliberately try to imitate it without any encouragement. You don't have to, for example, swat them if they get it wrong or reward them with M&Ms when they get it right. They want to speak. They want to use language. And there's the studies of twins who, as infants, developed their own private language. Nobody told them to do that. People want to use language. That's information. And it's a way of transmitting information. Now, animals can do that with their body language and vocalizations, but I've never met or even heard of even Coco the gorilla putting together a grammatically correct sentence with words like a, an, the, or prepositions and conjunctions, for, because, and, upon, and so forth. We order our languages with connecting words and words that point to a more specific meaning. So, information tells us that there's a mind involved. Even if it's Coco the gorilla, it's a mind forming the language to communicate. And that is why when people search for extraterrestrial intelligence, they look for information. There are many signals coming from throughout the universe in the form of light and radio waves, X rays, gamma rays. And it isn't really information. We gather information. We look at the light in our telescopes and deduce that Mars is red or that Jupiter has gas, or is made of gas. But the planets aren't telling us that. We're pulling that information out of signals that are sent without any intention of communication. By the way, I'm rocking on Great Granny's rocking chair. Feels good. Um, so SETI and CSETI and all that, whether they're looking at radio waves or other forms of radiation from throughout the universe, they're looking for an intelligence signal, a communication of information. And sometimes they think they've found it, but so far there's there's a little smidgen of evidence, but no proof, and not enough. Many signals, like the famous wow signal, never repeat, and many signals turn out to be coming from something on the earth